Hey folks, it's Time Traveling Trevor here, and today I'm at Sunnyside Beach for another episode of Ontario Past and Present. The story starts in the 1850s when Sunnyside was a part of York County outside the western city limits of Toronto. Sunnyside, which is now a lakefront district, was named after the Sunnyside Villa, a cottage built in 1853 at what is now the location of St. Joseph's Health Centre. Sunnyside Villa was designed by John George Howard, Toronto's #1 architect of the 19th century. John lived in Colborne Lodge, on his property which he called High Park. The Great Western Railway was built in 1855, running from downtown Toronto along Lakeshore past Sunnyside Villa and Colborne Lodge. A level crossing was built to connect Old Lakeshore Road with Queen Street just west of Sunnyside Avenue. Sunnyside Beach would become a popular destination, and many visitors would take the Queen streetcar to get there. The Lakeshore Mimico Railway was built in 1892, featuring open-sided streetcars running through Sunnyside. This spot would now be buried beneath the Gardiner Expressway. In 1911, a temporary new Sunnyside railway station was built at the foot of Roncesvalles. A bigger station would replace it and remain there for the next 50 years. In 1914, the Toronto Harbour Commission started a $25 million waterfront improvement project, which would have cost roughly $400 million in 2020 money. The project stretched from Asperger's Bay in the east to the Humber in the west. All of the buildings on the lakeshore west of Roncesvalles were demolished, and the shoreline was extended about 91 meters to the south, from Wilson Park Road to the Humber River. Much of the landfill was brought from Pickering, Ontario, and sand was dredged from the lake bottom to fill the waterfront. The hydroelectric lines in the Canoe Club building that were previously located in the water were now inland. The new lands were divided between roadway expansions and parkland. A bridge was built to connect Lakeshore Road to Roncesvalles, Queen, and King. I actually covered this in a previous episode, and if you want to check that out, the link for it is in the description below. The new beach and its bathing pavilion opened in 1922. The Sunnyside Pool, known as the Tank, opened in 1925, and then came the Sunnyside Amusement Park.
Everybody happy? Yes, sir, I'll tell you, yeah, when my baby smiles at me.
There was a loop for streetcars located at the base of Parkside Drive at Lakeshore Road. Today you can still see two pieces of streetcar rails poking out of the pavement where the loop once was. The Sunnyside Amusement Park was closed in 1955 and quickly demolished to make way for the new Gardiner Expressway. The bridge connecting Roncesvalles to Lakeshore was also demolished during this time. As for Sunnyside Villa, it was acquired by the Sisters of St. Joseph's in the 1880s and expanded into Sacred Heart Orphanage. In 1921, the Sisters converted the orphanage into St. Joseph's Health Centre. The Queensway was built in the 1950s at the same time as the Gardiner Expressway and replaced Queen Street west of Roncesvalles. The Queensway included a new right-of-way for the streetcars, replacing the old line on Lakeshore. Thanks for watching today's episode of Ontario Past and Present. I'm your host, Trevor, the Time Traveling Historian. Today's episode was sponsored by Let's Wrestle Apparel. You can learn more about them at www.letswrestle.ca. I've actually been wearing Let's Wrestle shirts for years now. Most of the old black and white photos in today's video are from the Toronto archives. Please follow Ontario Past and Present on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And stay tuned for more historical comparisons by me, Time Traveling Trevor. Thank you.